Okay, let's make a how-to video. Okay, Charlie? Hi, everybody. I'm throwing together a sausage and pepper soup. I have mushrooms today I'm going to add. I have some fresh tomatoes. I have some fire roasted tomatoes, chicken stock, a little chopped up onion. I am going to use some balsamic right now to give this a little bit of an extra different taste and depth. And this recipe can be found in Sina's Sexy Suppers and Soups because healthy is so sexy. That's my holiday edition. Check it out, sexyseries.shop. But I am here to teach you that this is easy and versatile and flexible, and you can do it. So you start with good ingredients. This sausage is from my local butcher, and the rest just some organic produce. And I got most of the stuff from Giant Eagle or Aldi. Get to cooking. Start with your sausage. Okay, so this is like, I've already kind of played with this. Look at that. This will thicken up and get the water, cook the water out. I need to take my hair tie off. So, there we go. And now what I'm going to do is add my onions and mushrooms. And then I'm going to cut up these little peppers and take the stem out of them. And I think I'm just going to do rings today because it's so easy. Alright, so let's add in our mushrooms. Our mushrooms will absorb that and also get a little good sear to them. I have not added any olive oil yet. And the mushrooms. That's just one onion cut up. I want it kind of chunky today because that's what I felt like doing, and I want something to chew. Because if I don't decide to make this really soupy by adding my chicken stock and fire roasted tomatoes, this can just be served on a side. You can put it over noodles, pasta. You can put it over another grilled vegetable or steamed vegetable like cauliflower, zucchini. I like zucchini. Or you can put it over some bread. I like to keep this so that you can put your garbage in it. So, I'm just going to cut the ends of these off and toss them in my garbage. Can't see it, can you? You had to see everything. Okay. That's it. Right? You wanna ride in my Mercedes, right? Okay, there it is. And now, tell me what you're gonna do. I'm just gonna go, I think I'm gonna cut them down once like this. And I'm not even gonna de-seed these. They're too little, there's not that many. It's not worth it. So give them one chop down long, and then cut it like you would like if you were just doing a ring. You could also do them like some like this, and then like that. What do you want? I like seeing different shapes in my soups and suppers because it lets me know that it wasn't processed, and it just gives it that rustic feel, and it feels very homemade and very healthy and hearty and just comforting. Something that you would get like in the Italian grandma's kitchen. I'm not a grandma yet. Well, I'm a grand, dog mama. I have a dog, Rudy. Caitlin has a dog. That's my grandbaby. I forget what she called it. Okay, so that's all the peppers I have. Doesn't look like a lot, but it's fine. That's all you got, so make it work. And I'm going to add these 2 tomatoes. I'm just going to give them a little cut, a couple cuts. Again, keep them chunky, but they will cook down and shrink. This will just be an extra layer of a different flavor with the fire roasted canned tomatoes. Doesn't that look pretty? Yes, it does. So this is a hot sausage. Sometimes I like to chop my mushrooms up a little bit just to fit on a spoon and make them spread. And now that these have kind of got a little bit of a sear to them, I am going to add a little bit of olive oil. It smells so good. Once I get this all softened with a little bit of olive oil, because that will also give it just a little bit of a sear, which changes the flavor, then I'll add in my liquids, my stock, and this. And you can always add some cans of water if you want it more soupy, and then like let it cook on high and it will condense and get more flavorful. But once it's done, I am going to serve it with fresh basil leaves on top and fresh grated cheese. Yum! Okay, so I got my olive oil. Make sure you get an olive oil that's from one region, because they combine them. Can you believe that? And it will change the flavor. Oh. Olive oil just brings the flavor out. Oh, I forgot. I have garlic, fresh garlic. So I'm going to let these get softened, and then I'll make sure I put my olive oil and reduce my heat in a little bit of olive oil, because that will help cook it and soften it. It should get translucent, but it should not burn. Never burn your garlic. That's a no-no. This is so easy. You're going to be the best cook in town. Okay, this is just some peeled garlic. Love getting these because I hate peeling garlic, but I love to cook and eat with it. So that looks about good. Now, don't make this complicated. Smash it. Smash it. That's my cast iron pan making all that noise. Okay? And then run your knife through it. That's it. And then just let this hang out, because it actually changes the vitamins in this, the antioxidants, when you just let it sit for up to 45 minutes, and it will increase the health benefits. Okay. Oh, it smells so good. This is so yummy. So easy too. Number one rule, quality over quantity. Okay? Hi. Ow! Hi guys. I'm so good at this recording stuff. Anyway, quality over quantity. And that doesn't make you fat when it's natural, good fat. What are my other rules? 3 simple rules I follow. Quality ingredients over quantity, always. Oh, number 2, pack in those plants. And number 3, fat doesn't make you fat. There's my plants. Oh, man, I make such perfect sense. That's on page 28 of Sina's Sexy Suppers and Soups. Okay, so make sure you use this time to kind of run your little wooden spoon through and break these up. Kind of chop up a mushroom in half if you're up to it. You don't have to, but just thinking about things, what they're cooking up like, and making sure that they'll fit on a spoon. Okay, so this looks about ready for my garlic. And I am just going to make a little bed of olive oil for it. We'll put it right there in the middle. And I'm going to dump my garlic in there. And I'm going to keep an eye on it and kind of just give it just a small little tossing to get saturated. And I want it to get translucent. I don't want it to burn. So what I'm going to do, just to be sure, because I'm getting a phone call I have to take, I'm going to reduce my heat just so that that gets translucent and doesn't burn. There we go. Okay. While that's hanging out and doing its job, I'll turn up the heat again and add in my liquids, my broth and my fire roasted tomatoes. Then you can take a look at it, see if you don't have enough chicken stock, you can just add some water and then just kind of let the flavors blend. Then you can taste it and see what you're working with. Let all those flavors speak for themselves, especially your olive oil, the balsamic, your sausage, on top of course, your vegetables. Now, if you live in the South and you got vegetables from the South, they probably don't have a lot of flavor. Sorry, they just don't. In the North is where all the nutrient-rich soil is. So, lucky me. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, you kind of, if you just want it more soupy, basically, just make sure that you're giving it time for the flavors to blend. Otherwise, it's gonna taste watery and it's not gonna be that good. If this needs to stretch out over feeding more people, boil some pasta on the side and make it like a pasta sausage soup. You can add a can of beans if you want. And then I'll show you what it looks like when I plate it and put my fresh basil leaves on top and fresh grated cheese. Yum, chef's kiss. Oh, that's what I was saying. You wait to do extra seasoning. You can do some garlic powder, some onion powder. If there's any special seasoning that you like maybe you can take this more of a chili flavor way. If you want, use some cumin. I'm not in the mood for that today, and that doesn't go well with basil, so I'm not doing that. Okay, this is ready. So let's just add in our can of fire roasted tomatoes, and then I'm going to turn up the heat so it starts making all these flavors boil and blend together. I'm going to add some water to get that last little bit out because I don't want to waste. All right, turn up the heat, baby. Shake up your stock. My cat's watching me. And we're adding some chicken stock. You can also use vegetable stock. I guess you could use beef stock, but I just probably want it. Not with this one. All right. Doesn't that look delicious? I'm going to add in a little bit of parsley. It does have a little bit of a flavor saltiness to it. Dry parsley, but since it's watery, it just looks pretty. Give it another little extra level. And we will remember to salt, pepper if you like towards the end. Maybe add some more seasonings if you need it. You don't want to add any seasoning right now because it's going to boil it and make it too intense. You want your ingredients to talk to you and let you know. Oh, another thing I recommend, walking outside, getting a breath of fresh air, walking back in before you season. That is so important because you get nose blind. Swear to goodness. Yes, it's true. I love cooking in one dishes like this because, look, I'm already cleaned up. Everything's all cleaned up. This is just such a wonderful dish. Oh, I love soup so much that I had to make a vlog about it. And there's more. There's more to come. Oh my gosh. I walk out, I walk back in. I smell the balsamic. I smell the vegetables. I smell the garlic. I even smell the olive oil. Oh, the tomatoes. My mouth is watering. Oh my gosh, it smells so delicious. My mouth is watering. Try this at home. So easy. So sexy. Because healthy is so sexy. Glad I could help. See, there's my fresh basil. Go like this. And just smell it. Hasn't come to a boil yet, but I'm going to let it come to a boil and boil it for like maybe 5 minutes or so. Then I'll reduce this heat and season it. And then I'm ready for a bowl. I'm ready to eat. I really should put my apron on. I forgot. It's hard to remember to do everything, you know, because I'm trying to make a video. I'll be selling these aprons soon. I'm gonna brand them with my lips. That's a passionate chef's kiss. Won't that look cute? And maybe just like sexy Siri.shop on top. Let's see. That's me. I love her. Charlie girl. Charlie girl. You want me to pick you up? Oh. Say hi, Charlie. My kitty. I love my kitty. Say hi, Charlie. She's a movie star. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You are the movie star, aren't you? Oh, she's such a nice cat. I love her so much. Look at her hugging me. You're hugging me? Yes, you are. You're hugging me. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's let this come to a boil. Okay, this is a sexy, sexy secret. This is pork fat or lard, and to go with my sausage and to give it another extra depth. I know most of you aren't going to have this, but we were very blessed to have this from Ed, a farmer and a client of my husband's, and it gives it an extra layer of like mouth-watering goodness that you cannot let yourself miss out on this. I'm sure he'll be selling this, or you can find a local farmer, and it's grass-fed, I believe. There's like no chemicals, nothing. It's really awesome. The hard part is getting it out. So, because you had to store this in the fridge or freezer. So I'm gonna probably go grab, look, there's some that's a little loose from the last time. There we go. Oh, my husband did some work for me. I might get the ice cream scooper and see what I can get out. Oh, fat doesn't make you fat. It makes it delicious and sexy. Okay, so yeah, I am gonna use this to try to get this out. Oh, this works perfect. Yes. I've always used a knife. Uh-oh, it's stuck. Oh no. There, I got it. Perfect. Oh. Boom. Oh man, I just get butter every day. Cooking is one of those things too that when you're doing it and you do it a lot often, you get into like a groove, right? And then you kind of forget when you haven't done it for a while. That's another reason why I made my book. Another reason is because my mother-in-law and my mom were really great cooks. And then my mother-in-law got dementia and she forgot, like, well, everything. If you know, you know. And my mom would just get busy, and she said she forgot how to even make us caramel popcorn before, and I didn't believe her. But then I realized, I grew up and I realized she wasn't lying. She just was out of practice. And sometimes, of course, if you're stressed, your brain just can't remember stuff. Okay. And that just melts away. This is gonna be some really delicious soup. Put this over macaroni noodles if you like, or any kind of pasta, honestly. Okay guys, I can't wait to show you it plated. My mom, when she was in the swing of cooking for all of us and us kids and her husband at the time, she could peel a whole potato with her eyes shut and in one long peel. That is some talent and some passion, right? Oh, another important tip is that you really, like, because all of these ingredients, especially now that I added that extra fat, you don't need to salt the whole thing. Let people do that as they dish it, because there might be, like, everybody's taste buds are just a little bit different depending on your hormone levels, depending on if you have different health conditions, so many things. So you don't need to do this extra seasoning. We have fresh garlic in there. We have fresh vegetables. We have the canned fire roasted, which gives it a different flavor. We have olive oil. We have balsamic. We have chicken stock. Now we added the pork lard. Let it speak for itself. Do each and everybody's individual dish, especially if they decide to put cheese on top. Cheese has a little bit of saltiness to it. You can add some crushed red pepper flakes, some chili flakes to give it your peppery spice. So yeah, I'm not even gonna salt and pepper it now. I'll wait until I plate it and then I'll decide. I know I see people that cook and they're like, and I'm just like, oh no, it's a mistake. Even when I make my summer gumbo, I have an Italian summer gumbo, and yes, Italian because I use Italian sausage, and I call it summer because I love to make it in the summer with fresh vegetables from the farmer. Oh, there's just a difference. I don't even season that. I use, well, what was I saying? I'll use all my fresh ingredients. I use a can of canned chipotles, which are actually fire roasted jalapenos, if you know, and the adobo sauce, I think is what it's called. I actually talk about that in my book too. I'm always like adobo, adobo. Let's see. This is a really good cookbook. It's a really great cookbook. Oh, I use lobster. I use langostinos. Where's the gumbo? 'Cause it's all we gotta do. Oh yeah. So if you feel it coming on, catch me getting in the mood. There it is. Oh, my mouth, it waters. See it above? That's before it's had time to cook and set overnight. And down below, the flavors got all dark and they speak for themselves. You don't have to sit there and just pour tons of seasonings in it. I use beef stock, chicken stock, seafood stock, splash of vodka. I use so many things. I did have some seasonings up here, but it's all in the way that what you're working with. I just wanted to teach you. Oh my God. Charlie's getting up for this. I even put scallops. Hi, Charlie girl. I'm talking about lobster, huh? Yes, I am. Go to sexyseries.shop and check it out. It's there to teach you. Yes. Okay, what I'm going to do, reduce that on low, and I'm going to plate it. So this is what we keep like a block of cheese in. We actually got this from Sam's Club. This is a Parmesan Reggiano. And see the blocks? Always save your rind so you can stick those in the freezer and you can drop the whole rind into different soups and gravies. Mouth watering. Okay, let's grab a bowl. Here we got a bowl. Grab a lid. Oh, so everything. Take these basil leaves. Oh my gosh. Okay, come down here. Let me show you over here. I'm gonna move this so that I can carry it and not burn my, and just go like this, or you can run your scissors through it. Don't make it too complicated. Wow, beautiful. Now I have my fresh cheese grater. Say when. When. Bon appetit. Tell me you don't want this. No, don't tell me, because I know you want it. I know it. Go to sexyseries.shop and make this yourself, along with over 100 other very healthy, very sexy recipes. Italian inspired and fine dining inspired. And I live near Youngstown, Ohio. And we're the best. We just are. Chef's kiss. Stay healthy, stay sexy, and have fun. Smile. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching. Yes, you want some too, don't you? This is so pretty. Look, if you wanted to serve this with a side of like toasted bread, how amazing do you look? This is just a cast iron hot plate, and I also cook on it, don't I, Charlie? Yeah. But it's just simple. I do most of my cooking in dishes like this. I don't make it complicated. I make it just delicious and sexy AF. Jaime Sina. You can also go to Amazon and find products that I do. Cookbooks and stuff, you know? Okay, what I am going to do is I have this little bit of extra bread. I have a couple, I just want one slice. And I am going to just toast it right on my stove. And get my tongs. I'm just going to give it a little bit of a grill. Oh, can't see it. There you go. That's how I like to do it. Oh, look at this. Oh. Careful, Jamie. I know. They get dangerous. Put my spoon on the side here. Toast this up. Look at that. Delish. And you can put that on this side. Let's see. What am I going to do? I'm just going to go like this. How great does that look? All right, I gotta go eat this. No more filming. Adios. Ciao. Bye. What's up, Charlie? Huh? What you doing, honey? I'm not gonna do any red pepper. Oh, maybe I do want red pepper flakes. So just to try it out and see what we're working with, let's just dip our bread in our broth because this will get more intense with flavors as it sits. Charlie, this is so good. Mommy's such a great cook, isn't she? Yes, I'll share with you. I'll probably give her some sausage. I'm gonna add a little bit of red pepper flakes because I love it. And a little salt. Because I can't salt it. And I'm just doing my bowl. Perfecto. As if you catch you coming on, catch me getting in the groove. And then look how pretty this looks. Can you see? It's basil and cheese. It's delicious. It's kind of like pizza. Cheese, basil, meat, tomato. You can make little pieces of pizza like on your bread. Dig out a tomato. Dig out a little cheese and basil. It's like bruschetta. I don't say it like that. It's just like pizza. That's what I call it. Just say what it is. It's like pizza. What's this? I got something on me. Oh, it's probably the charcoal from the bread. Okay, I'm going to enjoy this. You enjoy yours when you make it at home.